Welcome to Your Money Guides, brought to you by Interface Financial Planning.
Hello and Happy New Year. Today, Alan wants to talk about stupid things people do with money. Now, this is a really important subject to Alan. He's not talking about losing crisp, fresh notes when you've been to the cash point, perhaps absent-mindedly not taking them with you because you've been busy concentrating on other things, although that's incredibly annoying. Or dropping loose notes into an unzipped handbag because you think you'll put them in your wallet later and then they fall out. Also annoying and stupid, but it happens. Alan's talking about losing thousands of pounds, maybe hundreds of thousands of pounds, because you haven't done your homework. Plus, it's the start of 2021, we're still in COVID times, and there are plenty of people out there just looking for rich pickings. Don't fall for their smooth talk and sharp suits. Before Alan goes into more detail about losing big amounts of money to unmissable investment opportunities, he also wants to talk about lending money too. Alan has a very good friend, someone he's known for well over 30 years, a former professional who's since retired. He's over 70. He's got a bit of dementia now, and he's a little forgetful. And he's what Alan would call a real gentleman. He's kind, generous and trusting. So much so that he told Alan that his gardener, he's used him for a while, was very short of money and was so desperate that a few months ago his friend lent him around £500. Of course, he hasn't had it back, and the gardener has had the cheek to ask for more too. Thankfully, he didn't lend him a penny more. Alan's friend was upset that he'd been taken in. Alan was upset for him too, but he also reassured him that doing it once is unfortunate. Doing it twice is a mistake. He didn't make that mistake, thankfully. Alan also told his friend that his kindness and generosity is a reflection of the type of person that he is, but to always ask Alan's opinion first, next time. We've all done it. We've all trusted people, lent them money and not had anything back. Alan's done it in the past too, and he doesn't feel a grudge against those that didn't pay him back because he's generous and trusting. Plus, when he's lent money, it's because he could afford to not get it back, a rule that Alan suggests anyone who's happy to lend money adopts. Sometimes it's absolutely genuine, and you lend money because you know it's necessary. But in the case of the gardener, Alan believes he knew his friend was on his own. He knew he was vulnerable, and he took advantage of that. That's on a small scale. Unfortunately, there are plenty of people out there ready to exploit anyone unsuspecting on a much larger scale. This leads Alan onto the main topic, investments that have no value. A client of Alan met a well-to-do looking man in a pub of all places. He had a fast car, a good-looking Savile Row type suit, and a glittering Rolex on his wrist. He wined and dined this client of Alan's and talked him into making a significant investment of $250,000 into an unregulated offshore financial product of no value. This guy even sent a courier to do a 200-mile round trip to collect the signature. He signed away $250,000. The financial advisor got his fee. It wasn't the first time he'd successfully talked people into making an investment into something of no value, and Alan believes that today he's living somewhere abroad, probably sipping cocktails on a beach. Meanwhile, Alan's client lost a lot of money. Luckily, Alan managed to rescue 2/3 of it, but the rest, well, it's pretty much been written off. Alan wishes his client had spoken to him first. While Alan's tried to understand that smooth talk can be very persuasive, he's always told his clients to check and check and check again, never to sign anything unless they're 100% confident and happy. Alan would always look over an investment for his clients too, as a second opinion. They just need to ask. His role is to help people make the most of their money, help it grow, advise his clients to spend wisely so they have money in the bank to do the things they want. Alan cannot tell you how many people have come to him telling him stories about how they've invested their money because they were taken in. Then that money disappears, and the person that promised them the earth disappears too. So please don't fall in. There is no instant financial win. Hold on to your money if you're unsure. It's better to do that and keep it in the bank. Take time to stop and think before you invite these people into your life and your wallet. Don't trust every person you meet. There are dishonest people, and while Alan is always flabbergasted that these people continue to exploit others, it has always happened and it will always happen. Take a second opinion, a third opinion. Ask every question you have, even if you think it's a silly question, and ask friends and family for financial advisor recommendations. Don't fall for this offer's only available to the end of the week or it will expire. Simply put, it won't. A common phrase that Alan uses is, unless you understand what you're doing and you're absolutely happy with what Alan's doing, he's not going to do it for you. You must be comfortable with your investments. Alan has a client that wants to talk through a new investment that he's organised. He's delighted they want to talk through it again, to dot the I's and cross the T's and check it once more. He has another appointment at the end of this week, another client of his investing £500,000. Alan and his client has been discussing this investment opportunity since August. It's taken that long, but that's okay. So here's a small checklist to consider if you've been approached about making an investment. Do you know who you're talking to? Have you checked all credentials? Have you taken a recommendation? Don't be taken in by a smart car and a smart suit. Remember, you can take your time. It doesn't have to be done today. There will always be another opportunity. Finally, please do talk to Alan. He's there at the end of a phone to discuss investments and to check if what you're considering is viable, legitimate, and will give you a return on your hard-earned cash. Thank you for listening.
For more information, visit our website at interfacefinancialplanning.co.uk.